Okay, so we got bumped because I don't know why. Something shifted. Here, let me cover my legs somewhat. I'm trying to get these white pegs tanned up a squirt. So we picked our items, right? We've got the horse, we got the bunny, we got the phoenix rising, and we've got the snake. Did we see all of them? Did you see the phoenix rising? I think you did. I can't remember, damn it. The baby bunny. The child prayer. Prayer for children, prayer for people, prayer for... It's just the prayer pony. Child's prayer pony and how they pray. And then the sexy snake. Okay. We're going to commence. We're going to do this quick. We don't want to make this be a long time. These are the mirror cards. This is about relationships, family, friends, lovers, whatever. Correct for neutrality. For those who chose the Phoenix Rising, and I certainly did. Correct for neutrality. For those who chose the secret. And I'm going to read from the book certain passages because I think that there's some things that really need to be said. I'm not going to try and, sometimes, you can't improve on perfection. Reality. Okay, we got it in the upright. So reality. So reality looks like a matrix. It looks like a hedge. The number is 23 though, and 23 says that's a slam dunk as far as I'm concerned. Every time I see the number 23, I think of Michael Jordan, and he was the best. And it's a slam dunk. That's kind of what I feel. So if you got it in the upright, it's talking about if this is your eye, it's not clear, right? Truth waits for eyes unclouded by longing. I like that. Truth waits for eyes unclouded by longing. So it's like seeing through the illusion, past the illusion of how things appear. So you're being asked to look at your situation under a different visual, looking at it through new eyes. Because right now, apparently, it's distorted through the filter of whatever has come before or whatever it is that's going around you. They're telling you that don't project your emotional issues onto somebody else, but don't project your romantic issues onto somebody else either, right? Because you're moving away from reality. We need to stick in reality. What's reality? Well, some people believe in reality. And some people dream, some people dream and think about reality. They say that you have to stay in that present. And then some people take reality and they turn it into their dream, right? So right now, if you're waiting for everything to be perfect, you're going to be waiting a long time because nothing is ever perfect, right? That's an illusion. It's a fantasy. It's not all perfect ever. It's kind of warm out here, so I don't want to undress, but so it's telling you, are you deluding yourself by avoiding the truth about a situation? Or are you hoping, are you in a fantasy land thinking something that's just ridiculous, looking at life through rose-colored glasses? Are you putting your real life on hold while you wait for an illusion, right? Spirit says, take a look at what's really happening or not happening. Are you trying to escape into a fantasy in order to avoid dealing with what really is there? Like, this is what I would really love in a partner, but I'm not doing anything about it. I'm just in a fantasy about this. Maybe you're being talked into something by somebody else, looking at it through their eyes, not your own. That's their reality. It's not your reality. Maybe that's the way it was for them, but it doesn't mean that's the way it's going to be for you. Everybody's different. Every situation is different, right? Or maybe you've got some romantic thing about, a knight in shining armor is going to come save me. Nobody saves you. Go save yourself, right? Be strong. Be the knight yourself. Maybe you have created a fantasy world and you're living up there in this fantasy about what you think is actually happening when it's not. Maybe that makes you feel safe to watch it from the outside and long for and dream about this situation, but it never becomes anything. It keeps you safe there. Maybe you are waiting for somebody to be the perfect person for you, when in all reality, you need to be the perfect person for them. So you be the perfect person, period, and then you attract that to you, right? You're looking into somebody else's life. You're looking into what they're doing. You longingly want to live that life. You're looking at that. Oh, I would love that. Spirit says, wake up. You've got opportunities all around you to make things happen as you wish. Create your future. You create your future by your thoughts, by your actions. You got to get off your ass and do it, right? Your garden is what you make of it. Your garden is not going to grow if you don't water it and put proper soil and make sure that the plants that don't do well in the sun are in the shade, right? You need to have care. You need to cultivate your garden. If you want to have beautiful flowers, cultivate your garden. If you want a friend, you be a friend. If you want a lover, you act lovingly and you be loving to yourself. And then that vibration pulls towards you, right? So then we're going to go to the naked truth. Because we like it that way. I do. I like the naked truth. I'd rather be slapped with the truth and hugged with a lie. Thank you very much. Besides, I can read you. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. They are very self-assured, not arrogant. That's the truth. You know, I sometimes you have to understand where somebody's coming from, right? I am the last thing towards conceited. Not even close am I conceited. But I know who I am and I know my worth. I'm not 100% completely secure, but I know I'm an empress. I am. I'm a goddess. I'm a mother. I'm a grandma. And I've got my own challenges and my flaws, but I got a damn lot of good going because I'm a good person, right? I love people. I give of myself. Think of all the things that you can say about yourself that are truthful. Tell yourself that. I am learning that this is something that myself needs to hear. I need to be the one that loves me. You need to be the one that loves you. One more. What's the naked truth's message, please? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is the message? I love your music. Somebody's singing for us. Don't you love that? Say thank you. I love your music. Yeah. Yeah. The guy girl they're with is a friend only, no sex. So if you had any illusions, dispel those illusions. The guy or girl they're hanging with, a lot of times guys will hang out with a girl or girls will hang out with a guy as a beard, right? So that they don't have to feel like a loser, or so that they keep people off their ass. Like for me, it's not so I gotta keep my hair pulled back. It's not so that I don't feel like a loser. Look at my double vision. I like that idea. I do have double vision because I see through my crown, absolutely. Sometimes it's to keep other people away. Like me, when I went into when Spirit had me go to that beer and wine garden and go dancing during the day by myself with nobody and no alcohol. Two big tall guys came up to me and they were very nice. I told them I'm in a twin soul relationship and they're like, what? And I'm like, I'm not interested in guys. And they're like, we're not looking for anything. You want to hang out with us and dance? It's cool. We got lots of friends. And I'm like, cool. So to me, I wasn't with them. I didn't even know them, but it was protection because as I was with them, it kept everybody else away from me, right? So sometimes it's that. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Sometimes people are shy and they don't want to go alone. Nurture. Nurture. What was the first message that we got? I guess we already got it. So this is about, you're looking at here are two embryos. That's interesting. They're not even born yet, yin and yang, before you even came in. So this relationship was destined before you even came in. That's what I'm looking at. And it's talking about nurturing this relationship, of nurturing yourself. The number, as I said, I'm going to look in this book and because I like some of the lines that they have in here. Nurture, number 21. So there's been an ending or a graduation from one stage to another, right? We got it in the upright because this is a reverse deck, right? Sometimes they're upright, sometimes they're inverted. So as we affirm who we are, we become who we are. That's exactly what I was just saying, right? You tell yourself that until you believe it. You speak kindly about yourself. You nurture what it is that matters to you. You nurture your garden. You make sure that your garden is growing, right? How well we nurture ourselves reflects how well we're going to take care of another. Now, there's a difference between somebody who's a spoiled, rotten, selfish, stuck-up, conceited pig. We're not talking that. We're talking a balanced spiritual self-love, a healthy love, right? We need to be the primary source of care for ourselves. We can't use somebody else to fill our void, right? It's got to come from us. And because if we do, we expect others to fill us, then we're draining from them. We're taking their energy. We're taking from them in order to fill ourselves up. And that is not love. That is selfishness. So the situation that you're involved in right now, what are we working with? We did the Phoenix Rising. We're doing the bunny. Oh no, the horse, right? We're doing the horse. I think we're doing the horse. I can't remember. Whatever. The second one is what, Sherry? What is it? No, it's the bunny? Okay, the bunny. You're no bunny, so tell some bunny loves you. We did the Phoenix Rising, now we're doing bunnykins. Okay. And if we'd already done bunny kids, we're doing the horse, but I don't think so. All right, so we could keep ourselves in this embryonic state, never moving forward, by telling ourselves that nobody could possibly fill us or work with us. And we choose inept partners. We choose partners that are incapable of loving or confirming for us who we are, confirming the belief that we can't be loved. You keep yourself, don't keep yourself in an embryonic state. It's time for you to call in for you what nurtures you and what doesn't. What works for me and what doesn't. I'm a gardener, right? It makes me, I'm very connected to my plants. I get very sad if anything happens. If I lose one, if it doesn't grow or if something dies, that's really hard for me. I do everything I can to keep everything growing very, very well. I make sure that they have the best conditions. Same thing with my pets. That's just the way I am, right? So it's the same situation. If you have to be this way for your life, and because it shows. You don't have to tell me who you are. I'll see who you are by the way you are, right? It'll feel familiar to me. If you are someone like me, I'll feel that. I'll see it by the way that you behave. So you're in an ambiotic state, not even fetus position here. You're like a blob at this point. If you are holding on to somebody because they hold the strongest attraction, they're hot, their body's hot, that guy's got a lot of money, he's got a lot of influence. Embryo, right? So recognize what it is that you need to complete your life. Recognize what it is that you have to share of yourself, and get straight about it. About what do I need to nurture myself? What do I need for me that I need to give myself? I need quiet time. I need nature time. I need animal time. Whatever. I need music. I need travel. I need laughter. I need, if I'm going to be in a relationship, I need the person to be with me doing, I like creating things. I like gardening. I like traveling, right? These are important things to me. So I give this to myself first. So while I'm doing this for myself, then I'm drawing towards me someone that's more in line with who I am. So this is about nurturing yourself. This isn't even about drawing anybody in, because maybe you don't want anybody, right? This is just about being the best that you are for yourself, finding out what it is that your deepest needs are and giving that to yourself. Without trying to draw it from somebody else, right? And how to recognize other people that might have a hidden agenda, like they're trying to get something from you. So if you don't think that you're worth nurturing yourself, then you're definitely not going to be nurturing another person. You won't know how, or you'll think, you won't know how, because you don't know how to love yourself. So how can you love somebody else? So when you're with a partner who loves you and cares for you, when you're looking at it in that situation, right? You're both exhibiting the same behavior. I have a nurturing energy. I want to nurture you, and they in turn want to nurture you. That's a symbiotic yin-yang energy, right? That's the way to go. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is the first message for those who chose the bunnykins? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Whoop. They are gay. So, does that go with the first message? The person you hang out with is gay, or this person is gay? Move on. They're gay. Doesn't work. Next message. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Like, you don't have to worry, they're gay. It's cool. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Whoop. They were a lesson learned. Move on. They were a lesson learned. Move on. Okay? They were a lesson learned. Move on. Which is like detach, drop it, the end, it's over. Nada. Finito. Sneaky snake? No, this is healing Kundalini badass. Kundalini badass snake. I choose this. Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is the message? This is a small deck. Woo. Appreciation. Now, it was in reverse. So right now, the number is 5. Somebody is not appreciating you. Or you're not appreciating yourself. I like to bring it back to yourself, but this is in the inverse. So this is like a lesson. So it's like, what are the things that are not being appreciated at this time? When you are focusing only on yourself, you are not appreciating spirit. You're not appreciating the ability of your partner. You're not appreciating your partner. Maybe that's what's going on. Somebody that you have an alignment with, but you're not appreciating them. You are wanting to be in control. You're wanting to manipulate things. That's what the number 5 is. There's a problem. There's something going on because somebody wants to control something. Somebody wants to manipulate somebody. Somebody doesn't feel like they're lucky, like they're not appreciating who they have in front of them. So this has nothing to do really with them, with the partner that they don't appreciate. It has everything to do with themselves. Because if they don't appreciate themselves, they're not going to appreciate you. It's the same thing. If they don't know how to love themselves, they can't even recognize it. So maybe you're somebody who gives presents instead of your time, right? Why do you feel that you need to give all the time if you're not getting it back, if it's not a reciprocal energy? There's something out of balance here. Maybe you're flowering them with attention, lavish attention, complimenting them, la 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 la, putting them up on a lonely pedestal. Because you're, that's gross. Like, are you worshiping them? That's not good. That's creepy, right? It's a lonely place to be on a pedestal. Nobody's perfect. And if you look at them and you think that they're perfect, then when they make a mistake or they fall, it's going to be really hard for you, or it's going to be harder for them. And maybe you're giving all to someone else and not giving to yourself, self-depreciating and giving so much lavish attention and beautiful compliments to the other. So Spirit says, stop idolizing. Take your partner off a pedestal. They're not perfect. I just said to my client this morning, I'm not even looking for an emperor. I know I'm an empress, but I'm not looking for an emperor. I want to see the one that has the beat up, dusty, battle-scarred armor. Because that one's been through the war. That one's had challenges. They have had the shit kicked out of them, and they've climbed out of the hole. They have recognized their own self-worth, and they've gone after it, and they've done it on their own. They haven't ridden on somebody else's bootstraps, right? They were in the battle, down and dirty. Yeah, they fucked up big time. They've made mistakes, but they've learned. They've lived and they've learned. What about the one that's been living in that ivory tower, never done anything wrong ever? Never made a mistake in the world. Yeah, well, the first time you do, man, you're going to fall off that pedestal. I want real, right? This is about reality. So appreciate your own qualities. Recognize the good within you, the beauty within yourself. Stop idealizing somebody else, and realize that you're not going to draw a mirror to you of any value if you're not. Like, if you're looking down on yourself and giving everything to the other, that's the energy you're drawing in. Somebody with that energy. No thanks. Is it too soon for me to kiss you? Well, I don't know who would be asking me that, since I chose this, because I don't see anybody around me, right? Correct for neutrality on all levels. So there's my answer. Can't kiss me if you're not around me, right? Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Somebody's screaming. Is there a football game on or something? That's funny. I don't do football. Woo! Okay, I'm not taking any of these because there were 4. And this was supposed to be a quickie, and it's turning into like a medium. Correct for neutrality. A medium. That's me. Get some space from your family. Wow, this came up yesterday. There's an issue here, right? Ding, ding. So we did horse, bunny, phoenix. Did we do all of them? There's no way we did them all. We didn't do the horse, I don't think. Gosh, maybe we did. Maybe we didn't do the phoenix rising. I don't know. I'm doing the last one, whatever it is. And if we've already done them all, this is a bonus one. Freedom! Yeah! Freedom! Ooh, yeah, look at that vortex. Woo! It's like going down the drain. Something's going down the drain. Whoa, maybe somebody's freedom's going down the drain. Huh. We got it in the upright. So number 12, 1, keep your thoughts positive, because what you're thinking about, you're manifesting. You're immediately 1 minute after you think something, you start manifesting it. 2, everything's happening with divine blessings for everyone involved. No, everything is happening exactly as it is meant to happen with divine blessings for everyone involved. Let go and have faith. So freedom is the uncovering of what has always been there. To be free is to realize that nothing external is controlling us. We have free will. People want me to give them assurance, like that this relationship is going to last the long haul. Like we're going to get married and we're going to stay together. You know, I just need to know that this is going to be something that's going to last. Like we're going to get into a full relationship and it's for the long haul. I can't tell you that. You have free will. It depends on what you say. Has he come forward yet? No. Has he talked to you yet? No. Well, I don't know what he's going to say, and I don't know what you're going to say back, because everything, there's a play-on-play reaction to whatever there is, right? So it's also telling you we're all free to make our own choices. And even if we don't think that we are, that's because we choose not to be. We are always free. And I just rhymed. That all rhymed. So you can feel within a relationship like you're in a prison. Remember the first part of the reading? This person feels like they're trapped in a relationship and they love someone else. Then they need to get the fuck out of that relationship. Because don't say you love someone else while you're with another. You don't even know what love is. Sorry. Take an honest look at your life and your relationships and ask yourself, why am I not free? Why do I not feel free? Right? Why have I not recognized all the choices is in front of me? And recognizing that when I choose something, there's a consequence for my actions, because only I am responsible for what I choose, right? Maybe you feel like somebody's trapping you. No, don't blame them. Nobody can trap you. You're not trapped, ever. You're not trapped. Your freedom and being free, maybe you think if I'm free, I don't have to have any consequences. No, you always have consequences for whatever you choose, right? If you choose to feel empowered, you are empowered. If you choose to feel powerless, no, I'm sorry. That doesn't absolve you from responsibility for your actions. No, you think that by staying free, that's keeping you safe, and that I'm not, I don't need to defend anything, or I don't need to, I don't need to move forward. To quit or not to quit? What a silly question, right? Nothing's required of me. If I fail, no one's there for it. It could be that you're feeling like the cage door has been open so long and you haven't flown out that you feel like you're stuck inside. But it's because you're choosing to stay there. So the only freedom that you have is releasing. And I mean, you can release. Like I said, this woman to me today said, I have a really hard time letting go. And I said, then don't let go. Detach. I detach in love. I'm detached. If you detach, you neglect to take it personally, whatever somebody else chooses, because it's not personal. It's their choice. They're choosing something because of what they're thinking or doing in their life. They take responsibility for their actions. This way, you take responsibility for your actions, right? So this is about not blaming the other. There is no blame, because if you're not happy where you're at, leave. Don't put the blame on somebody else. And recognize that you're the only one who holds the key to your cage. You keep yourself in your cage or not, right? I said, detach. Well, like I said about travel, right? I mean, honesty on top. But like I said about travel, I've got this little travel trailer and I want to travel. Well, she wants to travel and my job doesn't allow for that. Well, at this point, where I'm at, I am traveling. I like travel. Doesn't mean that I have to travel for months on end. But, if this is where you're at and you've got to stick around and you haven't been in my life and I've got plans to travel, I'll see you when I get back, possibly. And somebody said, what about the question that we got yesterday? Okay, could I have a little time to think about this? You can take all the time in the world, but I'm not telling you that I'm putting myself on hold. I'm not putting myself on hold. You've had enough time, right? You know what you want and what you don't want. And if you don't know, then you're not ready. And I'm not putting my life on hold, but how about this? I'll let you know if somebody else grabs my fancy. How about that? That's about as compromised as I will be when somebody says to me, I want us, but I just need a little time. Fine, take all the time you need, but don't expect me to sit here and ignore anything else that comes towards me. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose whatever the last item was. I love someone else. I love someone else. I love someone else. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Maybe somebody just does not get that through your head. Is that something that they need to say to you? I love someone else. Or is that what you need to say to somebody? I love someone else. So that you can set them free, right? Set them free. Maybe the last one, this one's gay. I'm gay and I love someone else. Well, if that's the case, then that's the end of that. Okay, great. You know, it would have been nice if you'd said that so that I could have moved on. But how about doing them a favor and you too and saying it now, right? How about being kind that way and releasing someone to their freedom? Or are you just somebody who likes to have people falling all over you, fawning all over you? 4, stability. 4, grounded, all 4 corners on the ground. The 4th day of the month, 4 hours, 4 minutes, in 4 days. The number 4 means something for you. That's it. I think we're at a wrap. So I'm going to upload this because this was supposed to be a quickie. I had another reader I heard this morning and somebody said, oh, I heard somebody else is using that, so I won't take that. And I thought, that's interesting, that because I've used that a long time ago. You know, hey, you want a quickie? Was the title of the reading, right? That's just because I wanted to do it faster. So, I mean, there's so many readers out there and so many, who knows, you know, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Okay, I love you guys. Peace, love, and light.